Hello guys, welcome to 90 plus minutes. I'm Benghazi. I have with me here
Mr. Uku.
this afternoon. We are going to look at the latest in sports and then some of the results that came through over the weekends. So we begin with the English Premier League, some of the results that came through over the weekends. And then we have the first match of the weekend that was between Aston Villa and Manchester City. Manchester City lost by 2-1. Now we'll be going through into that particular result that came over there, which is the Aston Villa and the Manchester City match. This is about the 10th loss for Manchester City. In the last 11 matches, they've only won once in their last 11 matches in all competitions. Now, the manager for Manchester City says that the recent results haven't been good enough due to the unavailability of his squad. But when we look at some of the lineups, we have here Ortega in goal, Lewis, Stones, Akanji, Vardiol, Gundogan, Mateo Kovacic, Jack Grealish, Phil Foden, Bernardo Silva, and then Haaland. This is about a fully fit Manchester City squad. So I don't know which squad Pep Guardiola is trying to talk about right now. Maybe he's trying to refer to the Ballon d'Or winner, which is Rodri. So, Guardiola saying, says here loss is not is because the squad in the hot.
Okay.
But here is the case that squad are maybe boy so only a squad are my consistently over the years. So I'm winning trophies now. What do you have to say about Guardiola making this? And I wouldn't say excuse taking Guardiola.
It's merely an excuse.
Okay.
Because for Guardiola to come out and tell us, how can you lose 10 matches in a row? Out of 11 matches, what we need one?
Yes, in the last 11 matches now.
What we need one? How about draw one?
They've won only once. That was against Nottingham Forest.
And then you are telling us it is because of injuries.
Yeah, injuries.
Okay. Let's have a look of his injured players.
The injury list. Those who have been playing here, we have Ruben Diaz, Ederson, and then Rodri.
So
the other two is Oscar Bob and then Matthias Nunes. They are not.
So who is he actually referring to? Say he's injured now. He's giving
the collapse of the team.
Poor performances.
Maybe he's trying to refer to Rodri, the Ballon d'Or.
Rodri.
Yes.
But Rodri is not. Rodri is a very good player.
Of course,
no doubt. But for you to tell us, your team is performing very bad due to his absence is uncalled for.
Okay.
Let's take a look at Madrid's team.
All right.
The team now Ancelotti the ball against Sevilla. If you take a critical look at his back four, he had only one natural defender, who was Rudiger.
Okay.
Vasquez naturally is not a right back.
He's a right winger, yes.
Yes. Camavinga is not a left back. Tchouaméni is not a center back. But look at the performance. Just take a look at Madrid's injury list.
Well, if you go into that, I also think that in the last year, it was last year Madrid won the Champions League. Right?
Champions League and La Liga.
From the beginning of the year, Madrid lost their first goalkeeper, which is Thibaut Courtois. And then Militao was injured due to ACL.
Yeah.
And then we have David Alaba too was also injured. But they went all the way to win. Along the line, there were some injuries too, yes. And then the La Liga.
And even to the start of this season,
yes,
Madrid still have injured players. Alaba is not back. Militao came, but he has gone back to injury.
Carvajal is
gone. So if you take a critical look between Manchester City's injury list and the Real Madrid's injury list, City is far better. City has all of his players
available, with the exception of
Rodri,
who is integral part of their squad.
Rodri is integral part of the squad, but we are not expecting Guardiola to depend solely on Rodri.
So you are saying Guardiola should find solutions to the problem?
He should find solutions as soon as possible, because he's giving investors heartbreak, and then the fans, Manchester City fans, say if you meet a Manchester City fan, they are seriously not happy. They are depressed.
But as for them, we almost say by next year, na akabe 14 fans because
14 also.
Because as you see, omu back to original teams.
14 also. You see, when City played against United, I watched that match. I didn't watch full 90 minutes. I joined during the second half.
Okay.
And I made that call video center the question is match. You see, when we came back from the first half, City was leading 1-0.
Yeah.
And there was this Manchester City fan. The guy, the way he was celebrating and jubilating, it looked like
at halftime.
Halftime. It looked like City had won the Premier League again. Yeah, poor match, no. Na akwan okasakure mba.
Manchester did well in that particular match. Looking at the performance of Manchester United,
scoring 2 goals in 2 minutes
to come back from behind, that was a good performance by Manchester.
That was a very good performance, with no doubt.
But we will talk about Manchester United too.
Manchester gave us a heartbreak. I'm a United fan, and then seriously
later on.
Yeah, we seriously have to talk about that. But with Pep,
do you think this season Manchester City can still win the league?
Premier League.
The Premier League.
Oh, they are.
Right now they are about 12 or so points behind the leaders, Liverpool.
You see,
yes, they are 12 points behind Liverpool, and Liverpool, they have a game in hand.
You see,
so if they are to win their game in hand, it means they will go 15 points over Manchester City.
When it comes to Premier League,
and there is a lot of matches to play.
Yeah, when it comes to Premier League, I was telling someone yesterday also, with other leagues, it is easy for you to predict.
Okay.
When you go to La Liga, it is either Barca, Real Madrid, or Atletico Madrid. When you go to Serie A, either Juventus, Inter Milan, AC Milan, Napoli, or Lazio. It is this season that Atlanta has taken the lead. When you go to other leagues, it is very easy for you to predict.
Okay.
But unlike Premier League, even on the final day, the day we are playing the final matches, it is quite difficult for you to predict this particular team is going to win the Premier League.
Over the past 7 years, Manchester City have won about 6
yes,
over the last 7 years.
That's why I'm telling you, judging from their current situation, they could probably bounce back. Guardiola is a very talented.
They can bounce back?
I believe they can bounce back, but bouncing back to win the league, that is something impossible.
Very difficult.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bouncing back to win the league, it will be quite impossible.
Okay. But what about top 4? You think they can make top 4?
They can. That is if they are able to bounce back.
Okay.
They can make top 4.
Okay. So that's the Manchester City result over there. Now we have Brentford losing at home to Nottingham Forest. Newcastle winning 4-0 against Ipswich Town.
Yeah.
And then West Ham, Brighton ended 1-1 draw. And then Arsenal, the Gunners, won Crystal Palace by 5-1. Now Arsenal, now that Manchester City is down, they are struggling to find their form. Do you think Arsenal can compete for the Premier League title? Or Arsenal is going to be the Arsenal we always know?
No difference.
Okay. No difference.
No difference.
But Arteta said they will be competing for the Premier League.
They always compete for the Premier League, and then at the end of the day, they tend to be bottom of the league.
I think Arsenal this season, they are not really taking their chance, because over the last 2 years, they have been giving Manchester City
a very tough time.
Yes.
And
But
it's
now
like,
that Manchester City is down and they were supposed to take advantage,
So
they are
you
also
see-
dropping points.
this is
here
what I'm
and
telling
there.
you, they can't compete the league this time around.
So right now, at the top of the league table, we have Liverpool
Liverpool.
with 39 points with a game in hand. That is 16 matches played, and then we have Chelsea, who is second with 35 points, only 4 points
difference.
behind Liverpool. So
Yeah,
can Chelsea also compete for the Premier League title? Because over the weekend they also drew at the Goodison Park
yeah. 0-0.
0-0 to Everton.
Chelsea made it clear that they are not contesting for the
Yes, actually
Premier
it's
League
like
this season.
they
But
don't want any pressure, so they are saying we should count them out of the Premier League title race.
per their
But
performance,
we all know
we all know if they are to win this league.
the Blues
Well, now Kromua, the Blues.
it's just that they don't want any pressure.
They don't want any pressure.
Right
That
now
one-
they are saying they are building their team. They only
Yes.
want 3 points.
But
No Premier League for them. So
with the kind of results they are producing,
but they have the
low-key,
squad
they have
to
the
compete
squad
for the
depth.
Premier League.
Yeah, but
Because
say,
right now-
Maresca said they are not contending for the Premier League.
Oh, okay.
They say as an fans the three, but when you say they are actually contending for the Premier League,
Okay.
and they are Kasaka can overcome.
Blues for yes, mo pro mu mpeo Premier League no mu wom.
Mu
Man team anyi a
Omu
ebe
wom.
twem abo so.
Into are they trying to tell and say if Liverpool is to draw points,
Omo so mbeda first kura Premier League na omo mpe.
into
Na omo hia ne 3
the
points.
both final matches, no that first, I am from the other second.
Ene eduru wa ebe hu ye English FA ni be ye ho. So omo de be ma second because Chelsea for say title race.
Aye Kasa,
Omo mpe se obi a be count.
aye Kasa unia, Kasa and Frama.
Na
Talk is cheap.
Manchester United so esi a team no omo ko manim ba ko a na ma bo ma chi mienu enti no omo tina Old Trafford ema AFC Bournemouth e be gwa omo 3 goals to nil a omo anti
Yeah.
na Manchester no e be yie
Manchester be Amorim by Omaetia say we are going to
mo ya sure say e be yie
Amorim Maetia say we are going to suffer for long.
the Red Devils
Yes. We are going to suffer for long. And we are indeed suffering for long. Truly, we are suffering.
mo suffer
What you say? We are going to suffer for long.
Manchester me who be see a Manchester United fan
But unim anije war United fans me.
we are sure.
In the sense they say we are suffering when it comes to results,
Okay.
but when it comes to the ball play, the tacticality,
Ball play,
the technicality in there, because under Ten Hag, you losing matches.
So they see as mo losing
What they are
matches.
trying, you losing matches. Oshe.
Ten Hag time bomb of share mo 3 e wo Old Trafford. And I see a mo se makofa tactician Amorim aba.
Ten Hag
Sounds
time a
like
bomb
Graham
of
Trey.
SM3. Check your stats. Let's compare start between Ten Hag
Starting
and
the
Amorim.
ma 3 point o.
Starting match 3 point, but start no stress that there's been improvement.
Ya wa ha ye hwe.
We are going to suffer for long,
Okay.
but as we are suffering, we are preparing our team.
Suffer, my nigga.
But honestly speaking, now, personally as a United fan, I was not expecting this result. Match we cause na me tia sorry them na me worried in the asset.
Okay.
And na me tia guy bi nchen. Guy no obolo anka sam nka so ye giant or obolo. Say guy no say United fan. And I mean so United fan. Kakra na guy na twe. Na me so ma twe. Ye nim ye hu. But we share we phone so we check United match. We check United match.
So ye lashman kasa.
Charlie, na akwait one Charlie, them score me.
Woto.
Or catch na damfo. Na miss one na me yi mani mu mpie. Because na you expect no. Anko ne sa. But all being the same, at least we had possession. o check goals krana. I think we were leading.
So
Expected
you are
goals.
happy to play all the ball and then lose.
Oh, it's not like we are happy to play all the ball and lose. But as I said earlier, checking starts between Amorim and Ten Hag. The team is improving.
Okay.
Gradually.
So right now, what do you think is the problem in Manchester United?
Right now,
yeah, Saki players ni nyina na yen tofu fra na say mo de be share coach ni still.
Oh, CC I didn't mean fancy coach. CC the mentality of the players, you know. Okay. And gradually Amorim is building that. You share how he has been able to develop Amad
Diallo.
What you say? And even Rasmus Højlund. Zexi people used to call him 9.5.
Oh, he only was born.
CC and Amorim, we can say Zexi has developed from 9.5 to 9.8. Aka 0.2 be a the versus no do 10. What you say? Gradually he is developing the players. See Maguire, who used to be a laughing stock, is now a central.
But I think Maguire has been your best centre back since Amorim came.
No doubt. No doubt.
Amorim is lashing all the time.
Wallace. And effort. One say, born it there. O born one born send your fans no expecting na. And someone the obedi. You best some up. No doubt Maguire has been our best centre back under Amorim. And we are expecting to see more good performances from him and the team as well.
Yes, we are expecting to see more performances from Maguire. Now you're free Premier League, now you're call La Liga, where the results over the weekend. No, you shall see if you Real Betis and Rayo Vallecano, ebo 1-1. Leganes etina home on Villarreal. Villarreal won by 5-2. Las Palmas won 1-0 against Espanyol, and Real Madrid won 4-2 against Sevilla. Valencia also drew 2-2 against Alaves. Barcelona lost at home to Atletico Madrid by 2-1. Osasuna lost to Athletic Bilbao, and then Celta Vigo won against Real Sociedad. Getafe and Mallorca ended 1-0 in favor of Mallorca, and then Girona also won by 3-0 against Valladolid. Now let's dive into the Real Madrid match before we end with the Barcelona one. Now Real Madrid at the Estadio Santiago Bernabeu won by 4-2 against Sevilla. Now from the beginning of the season, Madrid na se ebeko yi. Isi ya yakofa Mbappe babat. Na emfa Arsenal sin dia start fa kakra ma. Apeki. Ye hope say form all peki no or the be enter into 2025. Na he say Madrid beat me away La Liga na.
With Madrid no. As you said earlier, as a Mbappe by as a fa. I heard a ma Barca fans nya anu Barca forecast. Barca fans nya anu di Mbappe. I feel them say Mbappe offside goals no shit.
I'm not fearless. Osego bia
offside. I feel people were thinking say Mbappe ni VR official say we issues because of movie by Madrid no.
Oh really?
Oh, people had that perception because as a player who to me go bia na ya offside bia. Okra and Kabo sana by. But once it was me, I saw it to be say he was now adapting to the Spanish league.
Okay.
And he needed a bit of time.
So the Spanish league is more tougher than the Uber Eats League One.
Yeah, I say no the question where they who he has a baby sir. Because there is no way you can compare Uber Eats to La Liga.
Okay, Uber Eats League One. As one person who do a group. League One. La Liga na more than
La Liga more than say League.
Now, o compare La Liga and Premier League, then I was say very tough.
Premier League is no doubt the best league in the world.
But La Liga compared to Premier League, then a tougher part.
I would choose Premier League.
Premier League.
Not because I'm supporting a team from the Premier League.
Okay.
But everyone knows Obiani's opinion, but to me, Premier League is more tougher than La Liga.
And Mbappe goal over the weekend, no? The first goal, it was a superb goal.
Fantastic by all standards.
Bullet outside the box.
Exactly.
Yes, sure.
I was watching the highlights.
Right after that, now Federico Valverde so
that guy. That
boy in the keeper over is all betting the shot. One way,
so one going
because short power ban I know didn't pa.
Sa Federico Valverde guy. No. After the departure of Cruz, Madrid, Emma Valverde, the number 8 jersey. No. A Liverpool fan, it mean no. It be Valverde attempt say, we a player a mano number 8. Now we can see number 8. You know what I say.
Okay.
And then Sani Pana or Cars asem no. See no. Unya Valverde obedama 190.
Wow. Yes, we are proving it wrong.
We're proving it wrong big time. And Valverde this season, all his 5 goals are outside the box. Superb goals. Did you check his Bellian's reply under his tweet?
Yeah, I actually saw it on Instagram.
Score a normal goal.
Score a normal goal, yes.
This guy this season, not just this season, almost all of his goals are bangers.
Bullets from outside the box.
Brady. Last season, he go against Bayern Munich in the Champions League. Superb, fantastic goal by all standards. And this season, like the guy just keep on scoring bangers upon bangers.
Okay, so that is the result at Estadio Santiago Bernabeu. Now let's go to the Atletico Madrid and then Barcelona match. From the beginning of the season, you know, Barcelona forced this season the La Liga no. Obi enje mu ma na omo na omo dey ko. But they started well when Madrid was struggling. But over the last 5 or so matches, no, at Barcelona omo lose 3 at home. 3 consecutive matches in La Liga. 2-1 loss to Las Palmas, 1-0 loss to Leganes, and then 2-1 against Atletico Madrid. So right now they are 3rd on the league table with.
In fact, I actually want to see them descending. I want to see Barcelona descending.
Okay.
Among Kodabe 15 like this, we can battle relegation.
But since they started, they are some big crowd. Hey,
make us say
for the Brian.
Talk is cheap. Kasa am from Unia.
Takra na flick ball. Flick ball.
Do you know, say some of the Barca fans are already calling for Flick to be sacked.
CCA.
Oh, Unia on X.
Okay, we will be there. Barcelona fans will be there. Most of them league in league.
After 18 matches, performance Unia ba kuda na di. Mo de sake no. Say we have for papa number no. After 18 matches, no Unia were the same points.
Ebe from next season. Ebe farm but Barca for still more hope say omo beje La Liga.
And that's what Ebia no mo GDS.
But Atletico Madrid, so they did na harambo amubone there against Barcelona no. Mutimi be come back. No say Barca na share first and then Atletico Madrid came back and then in the dying minutes of the game, almost share the
solo.
The last goal Barcelona hit me.
That goal, that goal no. You manage me see. Barca lose e manage o. Ani je bi e ba ri mu no.
Se banta nti wo.
Banta no. Me hwehwa akwa bi. And even that solid goal no. Say a record. Or they are breaking Messi's record for the most 90th minute goal.
Injury time goals.
Injury time goal in La Liga. Messi was 4. Solid for 5. And imagine scoring this goal to help your team win and break that record against Team Mawane no Bonwo payment. Ni legend.
Wow.
With a double record. But ni Jibahat.
All right, let's look at the league table over there. See, Atletico Madrid is leading the table with 41 points.
Yeah.
With 18 matches played. Real Madrid are second with 40 points, 18 matches. We have Barcelona, they are now third on the league table, 38 points, 19 matches played. So right now, Atletico Madrid and then Real Madrid, they all have a game in hand.
Yeah.
So if they are all to win, it means that Madrid can go, that's Real Madrid, they can go 5 points ahead of Barcelona, and Atletico Madrid will go 6 points
ahead
if they are to win their game.
And even with Atletico Madrid's win over Barcelona, no, it is going to help shape the La Liga. It's going to create competition. Because Barcelona fans, they still think say they can win the league.
Madrid, you think they can win the league?
For me to support Barcelona, I can make Gary alone.
And you will hate for Barcelona and I know what in the past. Gary
the kind of 1. It will take you 5 years,
500 years, my nigga.
Barcelona.
Now you have top scorers in it. So you see, Robert Lewandowski and a lady chart with 16 goals scored.
They still say he's not. They are selling he should go to.
Now say internet
ungrateful beings
with the 16 goals scored. Rafinha of Barcelona so 11 goals, and then Kylian Mbappe with 10 goals scored. I see Mbappe a flop.
Mbappe a flop.
But 10 league goals. Between all the three, do you think Lewandowski can go ahead and win the Pichichi?
Sure.
And I say Mbappe, a bit me a come back.
Mbappe, a bit to me, Abba. But Lewandowski, I think, can also still, if he is to maintain his form.
Okay. Okay, from La Liga, the Italian Serie A, so the result that came through over the weekend. Inter Milan, actually, Como, actually 2-0. Fiorentina lost at home to Udinese by 2-1. Monza lost to Juventus by 2-1. Who said Juventus? Juventus, you know, almost your only ever come once, almost your record be. You ever come, a result. Atalanta won against Empoli by 3-2. Venezia 2-1 to Cagliari. AS Roma at home 5-0 to Parma. Lazio won 2-1 to Lecce, and then Napoli 2-1 to Genoa. Torino lost to Bologna by 2-0, and then AC Milan won against Hellas Verona by 1-0. Now to the Juventus game, this season, Juventus the only team. I think in the top 5 leagues are almost losing a league match. They are yet to lose a league match. But other sixth league table.
With this record.
Yes, without losing, it's a draws, almost draws.
But Thiago Motta is actually doing a good work, but he can do better.
So over Juventus squad now, he's doing a good work.
He's doing a good job.
I think it's a players no more than
even with the crop of players no one or two with share City no.
Manchester City yes son or massa. Now the moment Omoma investors in say see formulate in India.
Is the investor be a me too with
don't touch Manchester
don't
City.
touch.
Omoni Kokokra na eba yesi memfa.
Masa Kokotoko straight win over 3.5.
Now in the league table then Atlanta they are leading the league with 40 points. Napoli are second with 38. Inter Milan with 16 matches played. Inter Milan almost a game in hand. They have 37 points. So it means that if we have to win their game in hand, they will go level with Atlanta at the top of the league table. Lazio fourth with 34 points. Fiorentina are fifth with 31, and then Juventus 31, Bologna 28, AC Milan at the 8th, almost 26 points.
Who AC Milan?
AC Milan.
I can't try on.
Udinese were 23, AS Roma 19, they are 10th with 19 points. Empoli 11th with 19, Torino with 19 points, 12, Genoa at the 13, almost 16 points. Lecce over 14, 16, Parma 15 points, almost 15th position, 15 points. And Como over 16 with 15 points. Hellas Verona 15 points. So honorable boss Paulo Suba kona na okọ relegation.
But I think say we Como.
Cesc
Fabregas. They are having a. You see, omu call relegation at check. So gradually they are improving.
So you make me stay in the league
sure.
At the end of the season.
I have that belief in them.
Okay. But the point gap from 15th position now to the 20th no. That is Parma, Como, Hellas Verona, Cagliari 18th position, almost 14. And then Hellas Verona, Venezia, and then Monza, and then that last. Point gap on the
say 1-1. For that reason, I think Fabregas should have a critical look at that, and I'm sure he would. Timo ne ya emesi wo Syria Roma.
Yes, Roma.
But obey
yes, Roma na edwe na eyo mo.
Edwe.
Amukofa ayi. Jose Mourinho. So started say come back kakra na. Odo amuji European competition. They went back to back finals in European competition.
Na so results has started come back kumien bi na obepam.
And then they sacked him to bring
so after
Daniel De Rossi.
After him they brought in 2 more coaches.
Yes. We are the second one Amasan
this season. Oh, we at what try middle of next season. Watch that is if he does not improve.
Now you share top scoring chart in this one. Your Retegui our 12 goals. We have Marcus Thuram, Inter Milan 12. Moise Kean 10 goals of Fiorentina, and then Ademola Lookman, the African best.
Lookman is having a great season.
And then with 9 goals over there.
He's having a great season. He should keep on scoring. You should keep on.
Okay. Now you're free Serie A and you're the German Bundesliga. Results are about to over the weekend. On Friday, no, Bayern Munich, Omotinafi at the Allianz Arena at Leipzig, and no more a poly and 5 goals to 1. Leipzig this season, I say, fact. Jamal Musiala with a goal, Konrad Laimer, Joshua Kimmich, Leroy Sané, and Alphonso Davies. I'm gonna share 5 goals in the man buying. And then Holstein Kiel and Susuachi Osbeck. And so we won 5 goals to 1. Werder Bremen won at home against Union Berlin 4 goals to 1. And then Hoffenheim lost to Borussia Mönchengladbach by 2 goals to 1. Eintracht Frankfurt. From the beginning of the season, they were having a fantastic season, but lately the results is not going in their favor. They lost at home to Mainz 05 by 3 goals to 1. Stuttgart also lost to St. Pauli 1-0, and then Bayern Leverkusen at home. They won by 5-1 against Freiburg, and then Bochum 2-0 to Heidenheim, and then Borussia Dortmund won by 3-1 against Wolfsburg. So when we look at the league table, as you see, Bayern Munich and Decline with 15 matches played each. No, Bayern Munich, we are leading with 36 points. The second place is Bayer Leverkusen with 32 points. That is 4 points behind. Last season they were the champions. They went the whole season unbeaten.
Leverkusen is actually bouncing back. And we go for
so you think they can challenge Bayern Munich for the?
Sure, they can.
And then the third place is Eintracht Frankfurt with 27 points. Leipzig, they are fourth with 27. Mainz 25 points, fifth. And then Dortmund, Werder Bremen, Mönchengladbach, Freiburg, Stuttgart, Wolfsburg, Union Berlin, Augsburg, St. Pauli, Hoffenheim, Heidenheim, Holstein Kiel, and then Bochum. They are the last. So Dortmund, they are currently sixth. Dortmund and Casano. I don't know. Say, Minka said they are not ambitious enough to win the Bundesliga. And I say,
no,
because all the time, you know, they are leaving it to Bayern Munich too. If not for last season, Anka, Leverkusen, I think Bayern, they've been winning consecutively there for 10 times or so.
10 seasons
in a row.
Consecutively. What's there?
Internally from
Dortmund. I'm problem in the say when your best players na ebe to me have won a G League na.
No shape ya my
Bayern. Na Bayern they abeshe no. Indeed, Bayern is always doing business with Dortmund.
But almost direct rivals power.
That's why some me a direct rival. Na say who to me and maintain rivalry no. Now compete with me
Messi
Otumi for to or work out for but
true.
And one buy the year Dortmund.
So guys, those were the results over the weekend in the top list. Now share fixtures coming up this midweek. You see, most of the leagues in they are on break because of the Christmas meeting, but Premier League they have some few matches to play on Thursday. So on Thursday, we have Manchester City at home to Everton. Now Everton, they are the team with the most clean sheets in the Premier League this season. Almost shared the year pa. No between draws is here, so do you think Manchester City can overcome their struggles against Everton?
You see, when Ten Hag came to Premier League, he made a statement. People misunderstood him.
Errors come to an end.
And I believe, sir.
But on any error and end first.
Once the error by end first. So it's very, very unfortunate. Say he couldn't see the end of Manchester City.
Okay.
But then, as I said earlier, Manchester City fans, they are still having hopes. The weekend remember, but me, I will go in for Aston Villa.
Manchester City.
Oh, yeah.
So Manchester City against Everton.
Against Everton.
Manchester Everton, they are playing at home. City at the Etihad Stadium.
Yeah, United in the form Robert Etienne war. Everton. So, Everton now. Why any home way? On G League no. But
wow, but yes, so be carry one
akwai some way I want carry you know. On di
also
on training who ma mete.
Matthias.
San Everton tie.
My prediction. Man City Everton.
Well, City if they are to put up their best performance can win, but to investors the more double chance
for Manchester City.
We not draw.
Okay. Into prediction better than
I'm going to win or draw.
Score line.
Oh, I say win or draw. You can't really say City maybe near, maybe it will be a 2-goal margin.
All right. So something like 2-0 or
2-0, 3-1. What did I say?
Okay.
And if it's to be a draw, either a goalless draw or 2-2.
Okay. Now, Everton, Omomuni, Arsenal, and then it ended 0-0. Omoni Chelsea is swabo. It also ended 0-0. Do you think Manchester City they can break their back line then?
United will break in.
Okay. From there, AFC Bournemouth will be at home to Crystal Palace. Chelsea at home at Stamford Bridge. Omni Fulham.
The Blues.
Chelsea Fulham. Oh, good job for Chelsea.
Sir.
Oh,
Chelsea be winning there 3-0. And now you say
Chelsea
Fulham good.
So far this season, across all leagues, Chelsea a team or players for Premier League, or players for FA Cup.
Chelsea omo be do until now mo complaining until omo nchele.
Or players for FA Cup or players for Carabao.
Yes, omo to players be 100 omo ni be on bet na.
Na players in Kobas mu. Players in Kwamo gym. But see I use my
right now everybody wants to be like Chelsea. Because
not everybody.
Oh, of course. You see, Manchester United, players Chelsea almost second team in Quran, almost better than Manchester City.
Manchester
United. Both Manchester teams in now.
What do we catch?
You see, Manchester body are one is.
Oh, but see, Manchester is red.
City is
no, see, Manchester is red. WWE grounds. See, Manchester is red.
Yes, Manchester is red.
Manchester has always been red.
Okay.
City as a Ten Hag na sabi say we born the show akakramai.
So Chelsea will get results over Fulham over the weekend.
Yeah.
My score line.
Chelsea 2-0.
2-0. All right. Now, the course in James Park this one. We have Newcastle against Aston Villa. Who will come out on top?
Aston Villa no my own show.
Aston Villa, they are doing well. They've been doing well for the past since Unai Emery came there.
It's a double chance for Aston Villa.
Aston Villa. Okay.
Because Newcastle also far.
But St James Park will hold on memo as one shipa.
It's not a man double chance
for Aston Villa and Newcastle.
Both teams.
Obia.
Because it was there if you invest in there. Also consider all factors.
Goals be bad here.
Goals be bad. But
Newcastle to score and I say Aston Villa.
Goals are by maybe.
Yeah, the some prediction we bet 2.
Yeah, say over 1.5 year ball.
Now we have Nottingham Forest against Tottenham Hotspur.
Forest this season is not doing bad.
Forest, I think they are fourth. Yes, they are fourth on the league table.
This season,
so they are doing well.
So that one too, I think double chance.
Do you think they can beat Tottenham?
They can.
Over the weekend, we say you never walk alone for natural Guamo sister. You see, a Tottenham team in I am re. Chelsea call Lashane 4-3 and Liverpool just work out Gubana 6-3 on home.
I know once for that results, you know, or Bernard didn't say or the can to Adum. Ama.
It is from Nottingham Forest match. We have Southampton against West Ham, Wolves against Manchester United, Liverpool at Anfield against Leicester City, Brighton against Brentford, and then Arsenal the Gunners at the Emirates Stadium on Ipswich Town. And so guys, that will be the end of the show for today's edition. Thank you for joining us, and then see you next time.